Now, if you're just tuning in, we're discussing cosmetic surgery in Nigeria, and we still have Dr. Anifowoshe with us. Now, if you are watching, please tell us if you've done any body-enhancing surgery, and if not, are you considering one? Let's hear what you have to say. Remember, you can join the conversation. Tweet at us at Plus TV Africa or at Ways Show Africa 1 with the hashtag Ways, or send us an SMS or WhatsApp to 081-803-84663. So, Dr. Anifowoshe, thank you so much for staying with us. So the question I asked before we went on the break was about, what are the right things we're supposed to start to know? Because whether we like it or not, cosmetic surgery is here to stay in Nigeria. People would go to meet the doctors. I want a bigger bum. In fact, somebody saw me the other day and said, did I do something to my bum? I did not do anything to my bum, But people would come and meet you, to come and do surgeries like liposuctions and all of that. So what are the right questions and what are the things that we need to know?
You need to see where they did their training.
Okay.
It's not all the plastic surgeons in Nigeria that understand has ever seen the machine used for liposuction. Do you understand? So because I'm a plastic surgeon does not mean I can do liposurgery. And because I'm a general surgeon does not mean I cannot do liposurgery. Like I said, it's cosmetic surgery. Cosmetic surgeons draw from all areas of specialties. So if you walk into a doctor's office, ask him, where did you do your training for liposurgery? Because we don't do that in Nigeria. We don't have a department of liposurgery or liposuction or cosmetic surgery in University of Lagos or any other university in Nigeria. The doctors that practice it either coming from America, UK, other parts of the world to do it in Nigeria, or locally, the locally trained doctors will go out and get their training. I got my training done in Dubai in 2016, and I have built up on my experience by going for an annual continuing medical education. So every year, every summer, I take time out to go, learn the new things that they have in cosmetic, in my particular area, which is liposuction, the new development in it. And every time we go, the first topic they teach us is, how do you avoid problems, So the first thing you look for in a doctor is, doctor, when was the last time you got certified in ACLS? ACLS is Advanced Cardiovascular Resuscitation. So when a patient is having difficulty with breathing or with a heart attack, what can you do to save that patient? What have you learned in the last year, in the last, you want to see evidence of those things. We were talking about facilities. You want to see what the theater looks like. What will happen if they put you under general anesthesia and you don't wake up? What is their next plan? Do they have an ICU in the facility? Do you understand what I'm saying? So those are the things you would generally ask. A lot of Nigerians want the best at the cheapest price. Like surgery is not cheap. It's not for the masses.
Okay.
So if someone is doing 2 for 1, watch out.
Doctor, considering the price, I think it is quite expensive. So, considering the price, do you think the results by any means are permanent? Or do I have to come back for renewals?
Okay. It depends. I was talking to a woman today who is 130 kilogram versus a woman who is 70 kilogram. The woman who is 130 kilograms, I won't do her first. I'm going to advise her to go do some weight loss and then come back. But some surgeons will tell her, listen, we'll do you, but you have to come back maybe once or twice before you can get that shape. You can't get it done at once. So considering the price, the cheapest way to go about it, if you're looking to have the hourglass shape, is to first make sure you have the ideal BMI. The ideal BMI for surgery is 32 BMI or less. You don't want to, there's a difference between obesity, do you understand, and overweight and proper weight. Do you understand? So if you come in obese, I'm going to advise you, it's harder for you to recover from liposurgery because you have that excess weight to deal with. It's actually one of those things surgeons need to look out for, when they are selecting their patients. So patient selection is very important, and that affects the price. So the cheapest way to go about it, if you are on the big size, is first lose weight to what you want to look like, and then go to the surgeon, and then he'll take out the excessive fat and then put it in your butt and
I was
the
going to
places
ask
where you want
that
the
fat
fat
transfer.
place.
Let me bring Temi in first. We've not heard Temi in a minute. Temi, are you there? Temi,
I'm right.
are you craving for hourglass?
So,
Are you craving for
I
hourglass shape like me?
wanted
Temi, she's not hearing.
Breastfeeding after breast augmentation. Personally, I just find it to be quite unsettling. Like, is it really safe? Because I gathered that sometimes, after a woman gets breast implants, it even affects the amount of breast milk that she's able to produce. Is it really safe for the baby? Because that's like a foreign body right there in your body, right by the mammary gland. That's like silicone sometimes. Should you really be breastfeeding a baby? I'm just curious.
Well, that is a decision that is made between the patient and the mother. Okay. There are some implants that does not affect breastfeeding at all. The silicone they make these days does not affect breastfeeding at all. There is no correlation between breastfeeding and silicone implants, the new silicone they're making right now. So, but the decision has to be made between the mom. Some moms will tell the doctors that they have finished having all their children and they don't plan to, and then the next year they get pregnant and they want to breastfeed and they're not ready to take out the implant. So we'll discuss the risk with them. The risk is there, but it's not that bad. I think it's less than 1%. In terms of transmitting the silicone material into the breast milk.
Oh, that's just scary. Tell me,
Doctor, what age do you think is advisable to embark on this journey? What age? Because I know quite a number of teenagers are also doing this. And do you think it's advisable for teenagers? Because they still have growing bodies. So what do you think?
Yes, they're still having growing bodies. Yeah. So teenagers, I don't think they should be doing that right now. They're too young, their body is still growing. They should be taught about self-love and how to, lose weight. I think a lot of them are just obese. If they can lose the weight through diet and exercising, they should be fine, until they are matured enough to make their own decision. I don't think they should be.
Will you reject, if you get a teenage patient, honestly, will you reject that person?
All right, so I am in the process of dealing with a teenage boy that has gynecomastia. That's when boys have breast, and it's really affecting his self-esteem.
Okay.
All we're going to do is local anesthesially numb his breast and suck up the fat. That's it. He's doing that with his mom in the room. It's not anything big. We're not cutting him up. And we're doing it specifically because of self-image he's having. They're making fun of him in school. They're bullying him in school.
Doctor,
that's a reason to do for liposurgery or cosmetic surgery.
Doctor, I loved, you said something very profound, self-love, right? If my son is having breast, shouldn't I be teaching him how to carry weight? So the breast now converts to muscle. So I'm just wondering, have we gone to that point where it's almost like this is the laziest option, to take, I don't want to work out. I can do all the things I want to do. I can indulge. I have a friend though that spent millions to go and get her tummy tucked. And now the tummy, I'm looking at the tummy, she's looking pregnant. Now I'm wondering, why did you spend money to take out something that you're not disciplined, to maintain? So, I mean, why are we not teaching people to, to just go the hard way, discipline yourself, and why are we just going? I feel cosmetic surgery is just a lazy man's way, to.
But doctor, before you answer that question, my also question is, Uwa, do you think everything can be fixed with exercise?
No, let him answer.
Doctor, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should answer. Do you think?
No. It's the last option. So this is after we've done diet, we've done exercises. And we've done it really, we've done it with all our power and might. And then if we can't get rid of that little pouch, you could do liposuction.
What about a bum? Is my bum going to grow with exercises?
Yes, now squat.
Are you sure?
That's what I did. Everybody's asking me,
but
what did you go for?
You can't compare squats to what we get in
Doctor,
terms
don't
of
worry. I'm not. You know the
fat
funny
transfer
thing.
to the butt.
In all honesty, I do not even know where the crave for this hourglass comes. Do you know? I find it irritating that I'm walking down the road and somebody is turning their head to look at my butt. I actually don't find it comfortable. So I don't understand where all this crave for body. Well, I know where it came from. It came from the Kardashian family because they were the ones that brought that, curvy look to the limelight, and everybody embraced it with everything that we have. So I don't know. It's your job, so I would not expect you to to tell me that I don't need it. But I know I don't need it. But now for the people that need it, how well? Because part of the story that Tammy was trying to talk about, the doctor that went south and fat transfer. Can everybody undergo fat transfer? Is it safe for anybody to do it? So can I move fat from my thighs to my bust and to my bum? Is it safe? You are the experts. Maybe you should let us know. I might just come to your clinic because I want that one.
Just mirrored my thoughts.
So fat transfer is very simple.
Okay.
So fat transfer means literally fat transfer. We remove fat from the belly mostly, and then we put it superficially in the right places, in the hips and in the butt, and sometimes in the breast. Now, let me advise you, the one in the breast is a 50-50 chance if you want to do a fat transfer to your breast, because we don't have a lot of blood vessels, supplying blood to the breast. So when we put the fat there, there's a 50% chance that it won't stay, But it is an option for women that don't want to put an implant. They don't want anything foreign in their body. And it's quite common in the UK right now. And actually, in most of Europe now, they are doing more of fat transfer to the breast rather than having an implant.
Okay. Tammy, are you there?
Okay, if she's not there, can I take that question?
Okay, go ahead.
Quick question. But I've heard a surgeon.
Yes.
Go ahead, Tammy. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was just very happy that there were two things that you said that piqued my interest. Yeah, you talked about having a male client or patient, as you would call it, because you're a medical practitioner, and then that comes to. I mean, I'm just like, wow, do men actually do that? Because I find that it's really us, the women folk, who tend to crave for the surgery all the time. I might be wrong, I don't have the statistics, but you don't find a lot of men to do that. So why are we exactly who are we trying to look good for? And again, you noted self-love, which were echoed. And I just feel that if everyone is proud of who they are and not ashamed of how else sees them, then they wouldn't, or maybe because I just can't get past the health risk. Right? So I wanted to ask you, in your experience, do you think the health risks are being managed better now? Because I recall that when we were growing up, there was a certain first lady who died whilst getting cosmetics. We had a lot of people travel to Brazil, to Germany, and they died and all of that. Now, with the meteoric rise of people trying to do this, right? Are we saying that the health risks are no longer as bad? Are we saying that technology has advanced to that level where it's not so bad anymore? I'm just curious. I can't get past the health risk. Yes. Me taking my money out to
buy trouble,
potentially hurt myself.
Okay, so I understand where you are coming from, if you allow me. So, like I said, in the past, if you had to have liposuction, which is the most common procedure done worldwide, you have to go into a theater. You need an anesthesiologist to put you under, and then the surgeon does his work, and then the anesthesia will have to wake you up. That does not necessarily have to happen these days. Like I said, in our practice, we've had 100% success rate because no one has been put under general anesthesia. We tried it. It makes the surgery go faster. It's more. Some patients actually don't come to us because we don't even offer that service. They said they don't want to see the sight of blood. They don't want to see, they prefer general anesthesia. But for me, as a surgeon, I'm more comfortable doing it by local anesthesia. Do you understand? So you would make a decision about what you're about to do. First, by evaluating the person doing it. Okay, you say you are a liposuction specialist. We don't have that training in Nigeria. Where did you get your training? That's the first question you're going to ask. The second question is, where are you performing this procedure? You want to see what the place looks like. If the place doesn't look right for you, then you walk away. It's not a must that you must get it done. Remember, you've already done the best you can. You've done your butt exercise. You've lost weight, you know. And then if you still think it's going to help you to do a little bit of that,
Doctor, I'm going to come to you.
A mommy makeover is valid.
Absolutely.
A woman that is 31 years old who married at the age of 20.
Yeah.
She has 4 children. She's a successful banker, successful lawyer. And she has a stomach of overhanging. She's slim, but she has an overhanging stomach. She has diastatic recti, you know. No matter how, there's no way you can fix that with exercise and diet. That skin needs to come out.
She needs to come out. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. So, doctor, we know
a
that...
A woman whose breast is dropping and does not like the way she feels, I think it's valid for her to have breast augmentation if she wants.
Yeah.
That's the position, yeah.
Okay, so doctor, I was going to say quickly, because we are running out of time, we just have 1 minute left. What about aftercare? Okay. Because we know that the biggest issue is not necessarily the surgery. Aftercare for people, you know, is it better now? Are we having better services now? In 1 minute, please.
Yes. A lot of us, I think all the practices now have an aftercare service, meaning that, you know, for instance, we have a 24-hour hospital in Victoria Island. So if at middle of the night you call me, I don't answer my phone, you can always go to our hospital. There's a doctor there that's on call. Our aftercare facilities in Lekki. So most surgeons that I know now do have an aftercare facility. We've improved a lot. Nigerian patients are you know, they like Rolls Royces, but they don't want to pay for it. That's just the issue that I think is going on. But the doctors we're all improving by the day. We are looking for better ways to do this surgery safely. Everybody is really trying their best. And I think, you know, the society should encourage the surgeons. I don't think we should, like I said, there are doctors, there are other people's children and aunts and relatives. So don't cast them out. They've gone to medical school. I think we should support them and encourage them to get more training. Absolutely. And encourage them to be better at what they are doing. Mistakes happen. People die from childbirth every day.
Yeah.
People die from you know, other surgeries every day, but they don't you know, put that in the news, you know. So sometimes they make the surgeons look like we don't know what we're doing. But no surgeon wants a woman walk into their house, into their hospital,
and go out
and then
dead.
Carry their body out. Nobody is going to be happy doing that. So the doctor is not mean. It's just sometimes stuff like that happens with every surgery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anifowoshe. I think we'll come and pay you a special visit. All right, so tell me, you don't have time, but would you consider one now, since we've heard Dr. Anifowoshe?
Never.
It's safe.
Doctor, never am I going to be your client. Never.
Liposurgery is safe.
Yeah.
In the right environment.
In the right environment. Yeah. I think we can wrap up
doctors
on that.
Are actually one of the best doctors in the world. I know you guys are the best, one of the best anchors I've ever spoken to.
And I love it that we're closing on a rather promising note.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, people die from car accidents, but it doesn't stop people from buying cars,
Absolutely.
right? So, I mean, go for it. If it makes you comfortable,
and happy.
If it makes you happy, do it. But I'll still like to preach self-love.
Yeah.
You know, be yourself. One quote I saw somewhere. Be
and
yourself.
I think if you
original is so much better.
Yeah.
Than
if you must do it, if you must do it,
but
please.
when you've done that and you're still not comfortable, reach out to a good doctor.
Yes. If you must do it, make sure you are in the right environment. Yeah, I think we can wrap up on that. Thank you so much, Dr. Anifuoshe.
Thank you.
Please watch a repeat broadcast of this episode tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's been a very, very insightful conversation. And keep all the conversations going on all our social media platforms at Way Show Africa and at Plus TV Africa as we continue to hear what you're saying. Now, in case you missed today's quote, here it is again. I think everyone is forgetting what plastic surgery is for. If you have a face-eating tumor, you lose a breast, or are involved in a car accident, then it's a good idea. That is for plastic surgery, but cosmetic surgery, you can elect to do that. Now, we'll see you live tomorrow at 8 p.m. as we bring another great conversation to your screen. Enjoy your evening.